Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of This Day. I'm Michael Taylor. It is Thursday, it's January 16th. Welcome to the program. We've got an important one for everybody to pay attention to. You're watching me on our broadband system here in Laguna Woods Village, and we're going to be talking about exactly how that works today and what the future might hold. And our guests today, we're going to be talking to GRF President Kushbada and also Martin Rosa from GRF. They're going to be telling us about what the future might hold in terms of the new construction of the new broadband. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be talking about some potential costs. We're going to talk about the construction ideas, the technology that's going to be coming into your home, so lots of good information about that. And speaking of that, we'll transition right into our Stay Informed segment. We actually had a failure of our current system recently, but all channels are back. So if you're still experiencing some missing channels, go ahead and do your best to perform a channel scan on your television to restore the access. For guidance, refer to your television owner's manual and make sure the manufacturer's frequencies are all set up. Please refer to Digital Channel Guide for Laguna Woods Village to see your favorite channel locations. That way you'll be able to find those channels and get them reset to your system there. If you have any questions, you can email residentservices@vmsinc.org with any questions or concerns. Everybody is trying to do everything they can to resolve the problem and make sure the issues are back so you can have your favorite channels for right now. They do want to thank everybody for continuing to understand as they address the problem with the broadband that's been going on lately. All right, let's do some brighter news, some more fun news. Let's talk about the weather, and it is great temperatures out there. We're going to be in the mid-60s today. That's going to be our warmest time until probably next week. We're going to get really cool this weekend, starting on Friday with 60, 62 on Saturday, and 59 degrees is going to be the high on Sunday. So it's going to be cool overnights for sure, and kind of chilly during the day, but mostly sunny skies. We'll see some clouds moving in and out a little bit over the weekend, but really mostly sunny for the rest of the week and the weekend. Let's take a look at our sunrise and our sunset segment. And a beautiful picture over here at Crystal Cove. It looks like some smoke in the background from the fires. Makes for, unfortunately, beautiful sunsets. Sunrise this morning was 6:54. Sunset tonight is going to be 5:07. If you'd like to send us some beautiful pictures of a sunrise, sunset, your pets, places around town, whatever it might be, if you think it's a great picture, go ahead and send it to us. We'd love to use it. Email lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Make sure you include your name, where you took the picture, and we will use it in our sunrise, sunset segment. Okay, lots of meetings to tell you about real quick here, so take a look at the screen, and then when we come back, we'll get a Broadcom update from the board members from the GRF. Stay with us.
Endorsed by the man himself, the Cream of Clapton Band features family, friends, and bandmates of the legendary guitarist, paying homage to the record-breaking 24 nights at the Royal Albert Hall. This concert includes Clapton classics and rekindles the hits from albums August and Journeyman.
The Cream of Clapton Band at the Pack on March 12. Tickets are $20, $30, and $40 and are available at the Pack box office.
For some of you, it may be time to replace your dated windows and doors. I'm a resident of Laguna Woods and have served the community for 10 years. As a women-owned business, you can trust Window Jazz to provide seamless service from the moment we meet to the completion of the job. Most jobs are completed in just one day.
Window Jazz put windows in my home. The service was amazing, the price couldn't be beat, and I would recommend them to anybody.
Call Window Jazz now to schedule your free consultation.
Your first day of retirement. What will you wake up to? Freedom? Time? Adventure? Your ideal retirement doesn't just have to come alive in your dreams. Awaken to your new reality. Awaken your spirit, your vision. It's not a dream. It's your next chapter, your future, and it's in reach. Next generation retirement doesn't happen by accident. Plan for your bright future. Awaken to what's possible.
Aging at home with the support of a caregiver offers numerous benefits physically and emotionally. Right at Home helps you stay amongst your personal belongings, memories, and comfort of your home. We offer one-on-one care that helps monitor health, assist with daily activities such as showering, medical medication reminders, cooking, safety, and accident prevention. Our team at Right at Home can help maintain your independence, keep a routine, and allow you to continue to make your own choices while improving your quality of life. We are right at home.
And welcome back to the program. As promised, we're going to be talking about broadband today, and it's an important topic because it affects everybody watching me right now. I want to welcome to the program Kush Bada, president of GRF, and Martin Rosa, also on the GRF board. Thank you guys for joining us.
Good to be here.
I know you guys have been working on this whole broadband project for quite some time. I think this is years in the making as we're getting closer to this. But tell us a little bit about what the current broadband is and why we need to replace it. Kush?
Sure. I'll make an analogy that we are so used to using, or currently using, cars like Tesla and Mercedes-Benz and stuff like that. And our broadband today is more like driving the Ford Model T.
The original assembly line truck that...
So it is so old that it is breaking. If you notice or remember, we had this big breakdown on the Golden Globe
the 5th,
Day?
yeah, on the
Golden
5th.
Globe Award Day or whatever that big game
Sunday the
was going
5th.
on, and it was a disaster. And luckily, we had staff and the contractor, whoever we have, were able to fix it so they could get it back. It was almost like breaking down into pieces. So it's like bubble gum and Band-Aid is what we are using on a regular basis.
Spit, grit, and a lot of duct tape.
Correct. I forgot that. So it's about time. And I'm very excited with what I see that we are aiming towards. So it's going to be really, really good stuff. And I'll let Martin continue because the best part which I want to tell you is a little later as we move along. So Martin, tell them.
And Martin, this is the reality. I just want to talk about seeing some Model Ts on the road, like, wow, a Model T on the road. But if you talk to the people who run them, they don't make parts for these things anymore. There's no support. There's no mechanics who even know how to make this thing work, right? And that's kind of the issue that we're facing. Yes, our system's working right now, but it is failing, and there's no support. There's nobody working on these. Sorry.
Well, that's the thing. There's a lot of vintage electronics out there. There's people that craftsmen like to try to keep going, but for a community of 18,000 people, 12,000 residents that need to have service, we got to have something that is state of the art. And right now, our hybrid system of and I commend broadband for what they have done with with what we have right now. They have gotten the most out of what we have with the West Coast on it, as well as our channelized TV system. But it's run its course. The powered equipment in the field is failing. The equipment in the back office is failing. And, I say people have been having to rescan their TVs in order to keep up with what the equipment is doing. And going to what we're looking to propose to is, we've got some really good stuff in the makings that I'm pretty excited about.
So when we talk about this next generation of broadband that we're going to be talking about, what are some of the kind of first steps in terms of when you guys have looked at this? I know there's no vendor actually chosen. We don't have any. We're not breaking ground just yet. We're looking down a couple years down the road for this to be online. But what are we looking at in terms of the initial work on this?
Well, I foresee that we could have shovels in the ground by second quarter of this year.
Okay.
And with that, the forefathers put in that spare pipe for us. That is the biggie. That we can move this along. They'll get the backbone fiber in place on the east and west side, and then the equipment in the central office. And then they'll start fanning out to the units and passing by and activating units to get on this high-speed system that we're looking at at least 2 gigabit speed that what are we going to do with all that speed?
I'll bet you will.
you
So
would be
we're looking
surprised.
at some bullet points on the screen there, Kush, as we talk about this. Kind of walk me through some of these bullet points and what we're talking about in all these areas.
Fiber is like fiber optic. I don't know if anybody has seen a fiber cable. It's a cable with like 100 or 200 strands, and it all lights up.
It's a glass strand.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I remember seeing that when that
maybe-
technology's been around for a while, but it is amazing how it can carry information and everything like that.
If I can go back and tell you, I started an internet service provider company in 1995.
Wow.
Yeah.
We got experience on our board.
Well, it so happened that I was looking for a new business. And this was the one, the internet was the one that caught my eye. I went through so many different things. The internet was the best thing because if I sell you an account, the next month you will continue to pay your fees. So if I had 20 customers this month, the next month I would start with 21. So with that analogy, I started that business. So we started that business with 3 other partners, and I was the only one who had no technical knowledge or education. Because I have a business background and I have a degree in hotel management. So we did food. You give me chicken, I give you chicken curry. It's like that. Yeah. So, but with my background with business, I could manage people, manage things and ideas and stuff like that. So in '98, Pac Bell actually brought in fiber into our office, and they had to trench the road to do it. In our case, we are lucky that we have a conduit in the ground already, that we only have to pull the fiber.
Right.
So now the fiber will get pulled, it will be in the homes, obviously starting at the head, what do you call it?
The head end.
Head end, and subsequently to the individual manors. So when that happens, then magic will start. And we will be able to pull the old pipes with the wires out, and everything will be great. So we will be upgrading from the Model T to a Mercedes.
Okay, I like it.
But the best part is, which I think all the residents in the manors are fearing, that this is going to soar up their monthly dues.
Right, I think that's the biggest thing. What's this going to cost us, right?
It's going to cost us same or less, I can assure you.
Yeah.
So if you look at the grid on the monitor, the left column says current, and the right column says new.
Now, just to be clear, we want to make sure folks know these are projections as far as what we think is going to happen. There's no deal signed yet.
rough
These are
order of
nothing of this is locked in, but this is what
More or less.
This is more or less what we're looking
Yeah.
at.
But it's definitely going to be equal or less. And the reason is that the number one, the third line which says the set-top boxes, 99% of the people have set-top boxes in their homes, and they're paying $14.84 or close to that per month. With this new system, there will be no set-top boxes. No set-top boxes.
I like the sound of that.
Yes. So if that is gone, people have 1, 2, or 3, depending upon the number of TVs in their homes, and that's what it is. So we will be able to reduce our expense, or in our meaning as a resident, I'm a resident too. So it will reduce our expenses and have a really top quality product. The TV broadband portion of the HOA fees, that part is what is being charged in our monthly GRF dues. So that is what will be reduced in the annual, and we will not have set-top boxes. The plus part is that our contractor, who we are trying to negotiate with, is going to provide us with 2 or 3 channels which are premium channels, correct?
Right.
Like
Yes.
Cinemax, not Cinemax, or whatever it's called, Max
Paramount.
Plus, Paramount, and Stars,
Showtime,
Showtime,
Right.
whatever. And these are paid channels. So those will,
$13 a month
Yeah.
saved.
Yeah.
so those will be included in our programming.
So Martin, when you're working on something like this, and usually what you have to tell folks, members, and residents here is like, okay, folks, costs are going to go up, and but this is actually kind of good news to be able to deliver in terms of the deal you've been able to strike and the cost ahead. What's it like for you to be able to say, and by the way, when we switch over and everything's going to be better, it's going to cost us less?
Well, that was the whole thing when I came onto this project, that we were looking at some huge dollars possibilities. And the more we got into it, the more we discovered that, no, it's not going to be as bad as what we thought. And now the technology has taken us this way. Now we're going to get 10 times the speed. We're going to get all these extra channels. With the speed, we're going to have that ability to be able to stream, do the content discovery and to be able to make better use of our time, actually. And to be able to have something that normally this is like at least double the price outside Laguna Woods Village to get what we're going to be getting. On top of that, with the negotiations being as long as the cherry on top is that there's an elective wireless service that's going to be proposed, $10 per month per line.
Oh, wow.
Which most people pay $30 to $50 per line for their cell phones. We've been able to work this in that now there's going to be an opportunity for people to save not only like half the price of the services that they're getting on their broadband, but also more than half the price of what it is for their cell service. So this is a win-win for Laguna Woods Village.
Yeah, for sure. You guys are making me want to move in when I retire.
Show them a few properties.
Sure. One more thing I want to add, and that is, with this new service, all the number of boxes you have, like the modem and the router and all that, that will all go away. And the other thing that will be more beneficial is that you will not have to change your TV or anything. You remember a few years ago when everything became digital?
Oh yeah, HD TV and your conversion.
Correct.
You had a conversion box on top of your old TV.
Either that, or you had to go buy a new TV.
Oh, you had to go buy a new TV, right?
Yes, this was before I even came to Laguna Woods, and I remember so many of my friends who were older had a nervous breakdown because the TV was not working. So I had to help them go to
Going to Best Buy.
or something.
Yeah.
And I bought boxes for them and I connected for them because they were older
Digital,
ladies who
analog.
didn't know what to do. So
Right.
trust me, you will not have to change your TV anymore.
And in fact, it sounds like we're going to declutter the house a little. The box is going to be gone. This wire is going to be
Correct.
gone.
It's a simplistic advancement, I call it.
Yeah.
We have no powered equipment in the field. It's only at the office and at the home, and that's it. And what's really nice is that equipment that's at the ends, we don't have a risk of having to own it. The provider is going to own that, and that when things leak, like there is a new generation of television that is coming forth, that it'll be up to them to comply with whatever that new stream is for television. So we're excited about what is to come with respect to this new system that we're putting in.
Yeah.
So it's win-win in all directions. That much I can tell you.
I like the sound.
Yeah.
What have been some of the biggest challenges to get to this point? To say, okay, we finally have this figured out. We finally got all these ducks in a row. We think we have our provider. What have been some of the biggest challenges to overcome with getting this going?
You want my opinion?
No, lie to me.
Education.
Right.
It's taken a long time to get people on the same page, get them to think this new system. Many of them didn't have any background or knowledge and needed to be on the same page to understand. And that is the education that I was talking about. So That is a tough one.
Yeah, because sometimes people can feel like they're just being sold a bill of goods. Why do I need a new phone? What's wrong with my phone? Why do I need to upgrade my phone? Okay,
Right.
because they want me to pay more, kind of a feeling, right?
Right. Or I'm getting ripped off, or
Right.
something like that. So that is the part that was the most difficult part, correct?
Awareness, education, getting, there's going to be a huge outreach to the village with the provider and with our committee, the broadband committee, to be able to help get people to the programs that they want to watch.
Well, talking about that, let's go and take a look at that page we have there about Max streaming. We got internet and television. They got some good things coming to folks' homes in the near future, right?
2 gigabit up and down, that's remarkable. And we're looking at, possibly even going higher or down, through the course of time. And with the added premium channels that are at no charge, that's, they put this at $40 and $24, and then the other is like $13 a month that it's going to be for free. And then the wireless phone thing, I mean, we're getting a pretty doggone good package together here,
Yeah, and when you talk about this speed of 2 gigabits, I'm imagining the day when I got my first modem and got dial-up setup.
I remember those days too.
It was squealing and squawking. And there were drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4,800 baud.
Yeah.
Oh, it always dropped.
Yeah, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
you got 9.9 or something like that, you were doing, hey, wow, that is great speed.
Yeah, so the amazing technology out there, and also some of the things that you're talking about, no charge for all these these extra apps, things, the Max and the Paramount Plus, which people I think are really kind of tired of. Like, I have to buy everything I want to watch. I have to buy a new service to
Correct,
get.
correct.
And
That
there'll be
can
a few,
frustrating.
if people still want to watch Apple.
Right, there'll be some
Prime,
that are still out there, but
yeah, there's going to be some that they're going to need to subscribe to Disney, but
Depends.
yeah, but
what you
it
use.
just depends on what you want to watch, though.
yeah, and they probably already have those anyway, so they'll just continue again that
Exactly.
seamless transition as it goes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is a win-win situation in all respects. I don't think there should be anybody unhappy. And if they are unhappy for some reason, there must be some information that they missed. So I would not see this. My hope is that we should be able to get this working in the next 16 to 18 months.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very aggressively considering that we move faster, because more time we waste, we will say, what the hell, we should have done this 10 years ago type of thing. So this is how my feeling is. Get it going.
Yeah, I think third quarter of 26, I think we're going to see the new generation.
Yeah.
So what are the next steps that are going to happen in terms, where are we now, and what are the next few steps that people should know that are coming in terms of what decisions have to be made?
Well, I know that access to all the units is going to be a challenge. Because there's snowbirds, there's some that are just not, they're for sale and things like. We have to gain access to all the locations to get that fiber strand up there and wall mounted. And there's a device that an ONT, I believe it is, that has to go in the house. And so we're going to pass, but we need to gain access. That's going to be a challenge. But I think that construction-wise, I think it's going to go pretty smooth because that pipe is in the ground.
Yeah.
And people might wonder what this part Martin is talking about. It's going to be no bigger, or maybe a little bigger than this phone.
Right. That's the new tech that's going to go on the side of your house somewhere.
No, this is going to be in each home.
In the
Yeah.
home. Okay.
Like you have your set-top box.
Right.
So this will be like your set-top box, one wire going to the TV and one wire going wherever the power. But this is the size, and this will be wireless. So you will need only one. If you have 4 TVs, you still need only one. If you want to connect your laptop, your monitor, your anything that needs internet, it's this thing. So you don't
Fantastic.
need multiple boxes for
Right,
everything.
in the house, instead of coax distribution, it's all Wi-Fi.
It's all Wi-Fi.
Okay.
So it's going to be amazing. It's like night and day difference. Yeah.
Now, for people who want more information about this, we can give folks more. If you request a copy of the Next Generation Technology Project, it's all kind of written out there. If people want to kind of dig down into the details,
Correct.
you can email Paul Ortiz at
Yay, Paul.
paul.ortiz@vmsinc.org, and he will be able to send out that packet for you, so you can just learn a little bit more about the project, all the great work you guys have been doing, and what might be coming down the road in the future here. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Yeah.
And the next meeting of GRF, if people want to come and talk to you guys in person, is going to be on February 4th?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's our board meeting. But in case they want to talk to us differently, they can always reach out. Our information is all on our website.
Yeah, email,
And, email us. Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys are doing great work. We appreciate all the information and understanding what's coming down the road. Coach and Martin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
We'll
Good
see
to
you again, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You're watching This Day. We'll be right back.
Attention all club organizers, party planners, and those who simply love to gather and celebrate life's special moments. Are you tired of the hassle of cooking for your events? Looking for a convenient and delicious solution? Introducing our easy and convenient catering trays, perfect for groups of any size from 35 to 90. Need a larger space to host your event? Look no further than our restaurant's banquet room, the perfect venue for your next gathering. Call us today to place your catering order or reserve our banquet room for your next event. Create memories and traditions with Polly's Pies.
All right, folks, let's take a quick check of the weather before we head out here. And we're going to have some great temperatures for today. And then we get a little cooler as we head into the weekend. We're going to top out at about 64 degrees today. Then we get that little cold spell for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Sunday, you know, the Detroit Lions are playing, one of my favorite teams out there. And I know it's Martin's too, so I want to mention that one as well. It's going to be a cold day if they were playing here. I don't know where they're playing. I don't know, they're playing in the stadium. Yeah, that's right.
Indoors.
Oh, indoors. Okay, temperate weather there for a good game. All right, and then we're going to warm up again on Monday. All right, for tomorrow on the program, we're going to welcome AmeriCare, and we got Sports Corner for you. But we'll be talking about the Lions on that one too. That's going to do it for this edition of This Day. For all of us here at Village Television, we hope to make this day a great one.